Self-improvement is necessary for young men. But why? Why is this thing that has literally never been spoke about, taught about, or even learned about in the past so valuable and so important for young men and men in general right now? Well, it's actually quite simple. With the come up of the internet, of social media, and of all of these other good things for the society, competition has literally skyrocketed. Let me explain. Just like a couple of hundreds of years ago, the only people you could compete with were the people in your town. And your life was heavily decided in what family you were born. If you were born into like a poorer family, you couldn't do the stuff that rich people could do. You couldn't really amass that level of wealth so easily. And the cars that you were given, those were all the ones that you had. But now it's much different. You can actually change your life so much more than you could back then. Now you're not so closely tied to your city, even to your country. You can literally explore, go around, and achieve your full potential in the whole world. And this is why self-improvement is so necessary. But if it's so necessary, why is not everybody doing it? Well, it's actually really simple. This journey is hard. It's not easy. And many people on this planet right now are used to stuff literally in their life being so easy. Because of the internet and because of all of these new inventions, the world is literally open to everybody. There's so many new possibilities and so many new chances that you can actually have in your life that weren't open to people in the past. But with this comes an extreme amount of comfort. And this is why not many people choose this path of self-improvement. This is why we see all of these young kids literally going to parties, drinking, smoking. This is why we see so many kids literally having their screen time be more than 10 hours per day. We see them literally playing video games despite their fathers, grandparents, and even like mothers telling them that they're so bad, that they're so treasonous, and that they're literally wasting their life. This is why we see all of these kids doing all of these other bad habits, because they haven't been exposed to any real challenge. Back before, the second that you were born, you held some sense of responsibility. You needed to actually continue the legacy of your family. But look, now you hold not that much responsibility the day you were born. You're literally born and you're raised in this really like easy way. Most of the people, right? This is why so many kids are like unproductive. Their attention spans are fucked. And they literally don't have any physical activity in their life. This is why so many young men are weak. And they don't realize that self-improvement is actually necessary for them. Well, two simple things. First of all, we spoke about is because it's not easy. And because it's not easy, it's not attractive. And because it's not attractive, it's not the second thing promoted by the media. When in the last 10 years has a single self-improvement habit actually been promoted? Like meditation, working out, reading, journaling, really just taking care of your mental health, taking care of your thoughts. Not with medicine, with actual hard work and understanding. More and more kids are depressed. More and more kids are feeling lonely. More and more kids are feeling anxious. And I don't want to make self-improvement appear as this fix for everything in our society. But for these young men, I think this is the only fix. This is the only fix that you can recommend them. But it's so hard to get to it. Because you have all of these things pulling you back. Because all of these other things are normalized. Their friends are literally pushing them back. They're telling them, no, this is not normal, shouldn't be doing this. You haven't been learned to do this. So why are you doing it? You're literally locked in this way that your parents, the society, your friends, and your whole family want you to go down on. And for the most part, self-improvement is not a part of that plan. But I'm going to be honest with you. It is your decision. Because it's your life, my friend. It doesn't matter if you're young or if you're older. It is your fucking life. And it is your necessity to improve yourself. Because if you don't, your kid is going to be even weaker than you are. And are you going to let that happen or not? Answer me that question with actual truth. Does that sit right with you? For your kid to be weak, for your kid to be bullied in school, for your kid to be put under all of this hardship just because you couldn't do the work that was actually required to make his life good. Are you going to let that kid suffer? Are you going to let that kid indulge in all of these bad habits, get addicted to all of this stuff? Are you going to let that kid be depressed? Because right now you can make the choice if he's going to be those things, or if he's actually going to be a good man, a good person, somebody with discipline, with hard work. It is your choice. Because he's going to take inspiration from you. You eventually will become a father, and you will have the most importance in actually dedicating how his life will go. It's much bigger than you. And you haven't been thinking like this lately, haven't you? You haven't been thinking about generations. Because you're not taught to think about in generations. You're not taught to think about your kids because you're so young. But why aren't you? You actually have all of these empty thoughts, empty conversations with your friends. You don't speak about anything that is actually valuable and that it can actually going to change your life, immediately changing your kid's life. That shit is not promoted. Well, I'm here to tell you that you need to do it. This is a fucking wake-up call. I'm sorry that I've been swearing more than usual in this video, but this is so important to me. Because I don't want to see the next generation weaker than this one is. Because oh boy, we're fucking weak. And we're so weak, and we don't even understand it. And the last thing that I want to see is my kid, and even your kid, be weak. Because that is going to be the reflection of us, my friends. And I'm not going to let that happen. And the only question is, are you going to let that happen? Are you going to let that kid go the way that you're going? Or are you going to make him a warrior, a soldier, somebody who other kids, his friends, will actually aspire to be like? Be the hero for your kid, even if you don't have him yet. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you actually learned something new, and I hope that I opened your eyes a little bit. If you'd actually like to join my Discord community, you can go and do that at one of the links down below. Make sure you watch my last video right here. It's actually about friendships, about brotherhood, and I think you're actually going to enjoy that topic a lot. Thank you again for watching. Fate be the reason. I will see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful rest of the day, my friends, and peace.